What's my mother name?
What's up, guys? KW175 back with another Pokemon Duel video, and I feel 100% confident in saying that after watching this video, you're never going to lose another duel again if you run this deck. Now, the catch is, to get Celebi, you do have to purchase the pass for $16.99, so free-to-play players, if you're dead set on being free-to-play and never spending a penny on the game, unfortunately, you're not going to be able to run this, but running Celebi with the aliens is broken. It's super broken because you can reverse time, basically go back in time with the Celebi. You exclude that Pokemon, and then every time one of the aliens is knocked out, they don't go to the PC. They're excluded. They're banished. So when they do get banished, it brings back one other figure that has been banished. So as you can see, the Celebi comes back, but it glitches out in this featured duel. So, I just wanted to give a shout out to Episode for creating this deck. Definitely wasn't my idea, so I'm like, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and try this out. I have the figures. Created a room match. Darkrai joined the room. Looks to be a part of the D Clan. So we're just going to go ahead and take a look at this matchup. Completely insane. This deck is so broken. It's, I feel like the devs are going to have to do something about it. They're going to have to do something about it. Now, the funny thing is they're running kind of a dark sleep deck. 2 Yveltal. They have the UX Darkrai, the Malamar, all dark types. So with that dark energy, my deck being a psychic deck, even whenever I do get a knockout, they're just going to go to the bench, assuming the player uses it. So if you get a bad roll, you just go back in time. You go back in time and you do it again. You just do it again. And you can literally keep doing that until you get the roll that you want. So, I'm just kind of setting up here, having the trap, kind of the old school Shuppet trap strategy. And it doesn't really matter. I was just kind of setting up. I didn't really have a whole lot of strategy in mind because I just figured, I'm just going to just do whatever. And if I don't like the outcome, I'm going to be able to reverse time and we're going to do it all over again. So I recorded this in real time. I sped up the playback a little bit because it was a lengthy matchup. And from seeing the featured duel, it looked like maybe trying to watch the playback and using the duel ID, not going to work. So they X-beat, they come right after us, getting some knockouts, 2 in a row, and we get the Celebi right back. Now, this is the good thing in this situation, that I'm always going to get Celebi back, so I can literally do this over and over indefinitely, especially if I'm up on time. There's literally no way that they can advance on me. So it's a 100% stall deck until you get the right roll, and you're gonna just keep that play. You're not gonna reverse time. You're gonna keep that and move forward. Then at some point, if you do lose another alien figure, I'm running 3 of the LGM, and then we have the Behem. So if you lose 2 of them, then it's a little bit of RNG. You may not get Celebi back, and you could end up slowly getting lower on figures. So we're just gonna see. We know it's gonna be a good stall deck, but let's just see if we're gonna be able to have any offense with it and be able to actually win, with the takeaway being able to capture both Pokemon. There's no Cyclone Kick or Moon Guy's Beam, anything that's gonna send us to the PC. So none of our Pokemon outside of the Celebi can go to the PC, which it's gonna spend most of its time in banishment, so not anything to worry about. So we can capture 2, get 2 in Darkrai's PC, and try to have a figure advantage even if we're missing a couple of our own. And this is just insane. This is just we got pressure on the right entry point, pressure on the left entry point. Just have to be careful that we don't get put to sleep too much because we don't really have a way to deal with that. No scoop up, no Pokemon switch. There's no grass types to heal our figures, so this deck is a pretty good counter to the deck that I'm running. But there's literally no way you can lose, and as long as you stay up on time, that's what I'm saying. Like, you know, that first alien gets knocked out, you can just keep reversing time. Now, if they don't, you know, get a knockout, that's kind of a strategy. If you go up against one of these decks, you really want to try to go out of your way to avoid knocking any of them out. You really do, because that's what gives this deck the strategy with, you know, one Pokemon getting banished, you get Celebi back, reverse time, and then you can kind of just do it in an infinite loop. So I think the developers are going to have to do something about it. Now, this was pretty awesome. They all got weight. Now, they do have a max survive. They do have some plates to be able to burn some turns, so it would have been nice to get a weight win there. That would have been unexpected. But with the BEM, I believe it, yeah, makes the psychic types, the opposing psychic types, respin, and if they land a white attack, they get weight. So, yeah, I kind of wanted to move up there. Good switch with the Mew, because I wouldn't have been able to go for the teleport there. All Pokemon get Z moves now, so these figures all have Z moves as well. 140 attack. The BEM, I believe, get a 220 because they have like a base 110, I want to say. Or maybe it's 100. And then if they evolve, let's see, what do they have here? Yeah, it has a 120, so it's a 110 because that one was evolved. So, yeah, wow. Insane. So we do have the time travel available to kind of just go back because we weren't able to get the knockout. Now, at this point, we're not going to be able to reverse time unless they knock us out. So if Darkrai doesn't knock us out this time, we're not going to be able to reverse time and go for it again. But, like, guys, let me know in the comments, what do you think? Like, how could the developers ever let a deck like this come to be? Like, it's just insane to me. But they were able to sleep my BEM next to the goal. And we were able to get weight down, so avoid getting surrounded immediately. Our Z gauge is getting close to being full. So finally they play the Dark Energy, which they could have played that a little bit sooner, and they could have avoided getting any Pokemon put into their PC because we're all Psychic types. So I'm just going to go ahead and move up. They'll be able to swing back around with that Mew, get the surround. Now we're going to get banished, and we get the Celebi back. Going to go ahead and just move up, use that Z move, get rid of that Spore, and they hit the Thunder Wave. Now, I'm not happy with that. I'm not happy with that outcome, so regardless what they do this turn, I'm going to be able to reverse time and go for it again. Time travel. We're just going to Barry Allen this real quick, and then go for the Z move again, and try to get this knockout. Now, if, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and just take that entry point. I could have moved on the other side of that Yveltal, I suppose. Would have been an okay play because there's really no reason to cap that entry point, and Mew has that gold. Mew going the X speed and go for the BEM though. Okay. Kind of makes sense because we do have an attack that can knock the Mew out with our Elgyem. So now we're going to be able to time travel, go all the way back again, like, whoa. Mind blown. Go for the attack again. And we're going to get the knockout. And I choose, like I was thinking about it. I'm like, maybe I should go next to the Yveltal, but I just do the same thing again. Not too worried about it. Now, if they don't get a knockout here, then we're not going to be able to time travel. Like, we have to get one knocked out to be able to get the time travel back. But now, we get the BEM back. See, we didn't get the Celebi back that turn, so now it's kind of a 3-on-2, which we still have a figure advantage. Now, I'm going to be able to go for this teleport when I'm hoping to get the teleport when we get the takeaway. I'm like, yeah, we got to go for it. Got to go for it. We get the takeaway again, so now Darkrai is going to get their UX Darkrai back. And yeah, they're going to kind of just back up. And shout out to Darkrai for even finishing this match. Like, I could see a lot of people, like, after doing the same turns over and over, Like, yeah, I could see a lot of people just forfeiting. So, like, yeah, I feel pretty comfortable in saying you run this deck, you can make it to where you never lose. It's just maybe against some rush decks. Like, I'll be honest, at the very first match that I used it, I was kind of just throwing stuff around and not really trying too hard, and they were able to kind of advance. But I was able to reverse time several times and prolong the match, but I just ended up forfeiting because, like, you know, I already kind of messed up. And you could, I guess, put 2 long throws in this deck, but I wanted to have the double chance to be able to go for the takeaway. But, like, I'm still blown away by, I played, like, this is me. I played this match. I've already rewatched it when uploading it and, like, editing it and everything like that. Now we're finishing the video, and I'm still just like, I can't believe this deck even exists. And now we have the opportunity to go for a teleport. But I'm like, yeah, you know, like, that Yveltal's pretty strong. I don't want to risk it. So we're just going to go for the knockout. And we're able to move 3 MP. And, like, you could get some really cheesy wins with that Psychic Z move. Like, to be able to attack with a huge amount of damage and then move 3 movement places, like, after that's incredible. And I was thinking about it too with, like, say, Deoxys Speed Form. 4 MP off the bench if you have a Z move available, if they have a Pokemon on their entry point or on the top of their bridge there. You can Z move from the bench, attack, and you can get up to 100 attack if you have a chain level 10 Speed Form. And then you can move 3 spaces from there, so you can literally go from bench to goal in 1 move with a Z move. Like, whew, we are in a crazy time, guys. Such a crazy time in Pokemon Duel. Now they get the Draining Wind, and I could have went for the teleport there. So yeah, huge misplay because we weren't even doing enough damage with the Z move to be able to get the knockout. But they get the Draining Wind, which was actually pretty bad for them. But they must have forgot about the air balloon, so we're going to be able to use that, hop over, surround, and that's pretty much going to be GG. So, yeah, shout out Epicel in the feature duels for putting this deck together. Definitely not something that I thought about. Celebi with these aliens are absolutely broken. Let me know in the comments what you think about it. I can't believe the devs let this happen. I have a feeling they're going to have to fix it. They're going to have to do something about it because this is just the ultimate troll deck, stall deck. I debated whether or not to show you, but it's just too good of content to not share with you guys. So if you enjoyed the video, definitely leave a like, subscribe if you're new, hit that notification bell so you're always first to a new video. Follow me on Twitter at KDub175 for further discussions, and until the next one, later guys.